Our first guest tonight is an Emmy Award-winning comedian in his record-setting 19th season on Saturday Night Live. You can also see him in Kenan, which airs Monday nights at 8 here on NBC. Let's take a look.
Don't do it.
Do what?
Don't you lock me in this basement again like when we was kids.
Man, ain't nobody trying to do that. I'm grown. I'm a grown-ass man now.
Stop inching towards the
I
step.
ain't inching towards nothing. I'm a grown man.
Stop inching.
I don't gotta do nothing. You say that. Gary! Gary! Ow! Hey, boy, if I catch you...
Please welcome back to the show our very good friend Kenan Thompson, everybody. Welcome back.
That was a funny clip.
That was a really
funny clip.
Really funny clip.
I'm proud of that. I'm very
19,
proud of that.
all right, 19 years on SNL. I feel like SNL is one of those shows, it maybe gets a little easier, but it never gets easy, right?
No, I
Yeah.
mean, you know, it's comedy. I think comedy has to be earned every single time, you know? Like, you can't just assume that everybody's gonna laugh like now. You know what I'm
But
saying?
now, tell me, I was wondering, because now you're doing, this is the second year of Double Duty, where you've done SNL at the same time you're filming Kenan.
Yeah.
Season 2 of Kenan, you've got a really great cast. You got Don Johnson, Chris Redd from The Clip, Fortune Feimster. What do you think? Is it like one season of a sitcom is equal to like 10 years of SNL? Like, how do you feel in year 2? Do you feel like way more settled?
It is a lot. It's a very different experience. Like SNL, we can kind of just, you know, coast it out a little bit until Saturday, you know, because the show is live. So the only kind of things that we really do for real are the pre-tapes on Fridays. So
Yeah.
Monday through Thursday, I'm just in like sweats and, you know, dirty socks. But when we shoot, when I show up on the Kenan set, it's like a 12-hour day for sure, guaranteed, you know, and it's like that Monday through Friday. So, yeah, it takes a lot, but at the same time, it's such a wonderful group of people, like you just said, and, you know, also Kimberly Lewis and Taylor Louderman and Danny and Dana, my little daughters. It's just a great group of people, so.
So Danny and Dana, who play your daughters, they are real-life sisters.
Real-life sisters.
And
yeah,
you
a
got
year
started,
apart.
here they are right there.
Look at their sweet
at
hearts. Look at their sweet faces.
And now, you obviously got started in this game as a young person.
Yeah, but not that young. And imagine to be able to, you know, start your experience with your sibling. I just think it's such a great story.
Yeah.
And they are from Atlanta as well, so they are keeping it very real on the show.
How was Georgia winning the national championship? Was that a big deal?
Bulldogs, yeah. Shout out to the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Where the South at?
How was your
belt?
How was your mom with it?
My mom, she's a big fan, but she's more of an Ohio State fan.
Okay, gotcha.
Unfortunately, yeah, she went to Ohio State.
Okay, good.
I know, right? Midwest. Nah, no thanks.
By the way, if you met Kenan's mom
Yeah.
and you just booed her school,
Ooh.
the sweetest woman.
She is a very sweet woman.
Yeah.
I didn't know where you were going with that. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
she was like, maybe.
You were like
karate
trying to
champion.
decide if you're gonna have my
She's
back. You were
very
like either listen to him or like.
Like, take it easy.
I thought of you this
attacking his
week.
own audience.
I mean, I was very happy about this as a Red Sox fan. David Ortiz, Big Papi, got inducted to the Hall of Fame. It is,
Yes,
and I mean, a
congrats.
long list, but this is my favorite of your impressions.
Oh my God, he's saying big lunch. That's what he's gonna have to celebrate it. Big lunch for Big Papi. Yeah. I love that dude.
Did you see him find out the news? I mean, because that's the only thing I'll say
Very
is.
casual, like he wasn't expecting it.
Well, the great thing about it, first of all, I love his shirt.
Full dinner party. Yeah, colorful.
I don't know if the sound was synced wrong, because the thing that I liked about it, he was on the phone for a guy for a really long time before he celebrated getting the news.
Right.
And it was very clear where the call was going.
Also, I felt like they all heard it before he celebrated.
Yeah.
So they were just waiting on him patiently. Shout out to them because they were very poised.
Yeah,
That
everybody.
was very nice.
I felt like everybody
Let him
else in
get
the
it
room was
first.
like, David, you know they're saying yes. And
Well,
he was
also, Cooperstown, who's calling with something else? You know, there's no other news.
hi, they're like, hi, David, this is Cooperstown. Are
Oh,
you with
interesting.
people? I
Yeah,
am. He's
I am.
like, maybe go in the other room.
You didn't get it. Well, why would you call? I could have just read that.
How was it having our friend Will Forte back last week?
Best.
Yeah.
It was the best. I mean, and shout out to Ariana DeBose. She did an incredible job
Yeah,
as well
man.
the week before.
Yep.
But, you know, it is always such a pleasure when, you know, our old people come back. You know, I can take the week off. You know what I'm saying? like Forte had, basically like 80% of the show written already before
Yeah.
he came through the door. So it was just incredible. And then Kristen was back. It was great to see
have a
Kristen
way back,
around.
not back.
Yeah.
You have some people who you impersonate, like you mentioned, Big Papi. You did this week, and Stephen Smith's on.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael Irvin.
Yeah, so you did a Michael Irvin and
Michael
Stephen.
Irvin.
This didn't even air. This just went up online, and
Look at
Stephen
this.
Stephen
That
A.
means
found.
Stephen A. Smith really did it. That's really cool. Yeah, me and Chris and Chloe did, their morning show. So it was me doing Michael Irvin, and Stephen A. was Chris, and Chloe was, I don't remember the lady's name, but the lady. Unfortunately,
No,
Oh,
that's
man.
fine. In this day and age, that's fine.
Yeah, there's gonna be some friendly tweets about that to be answered tonight, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, it's always nice when people can take the impersonation in stride, and they loved it and they shouted it out. So it was great. Shout out
you
to
gotta
this
you gotta
guy.
shout out.
Now I'm googling who that lady is.
Okay, great. And then we'll
We'll continue to talk.
We'll
Go
just
ahead.
ADR it
I'm
in
listening.
later. Yeah. I'll make this question like a long setup. So
First
Weekend
Take
Update
Lady.
is a segment. It's sort of a news parody. It happens in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
Colin Jost, Michael Che.
Yeah. Molly Karam, that's her name. Yeah, Molly. So Chloe played Molly. Shout out
All right,
to
great.
Molly.
Thank you. Shout out to Molly. We apologize. So you guys,
Yes.
you guys did the Village People.
This was such a fun weekend update because it just came out of the blue. I don't think it had anything to do with like what most of that update was about that week.
Yeah.
I think it was like the anniversary of the song or something.
I think it was maybe that Trump was using it as his walkout.
That's what it
music.
was.
Yeah,
Trump
yeah.
was using it as his campaign music without permission, and
Yeah.
they did not like that. So we did this sketch, and then I got to get a chance to meet Victor, the guy I was playing.
Yeah.
He called and was like, I think his assistant called and was like, "Would you like to meet Victor?" I was like, I'm sorry, who? You remember you did the Village People yesterday, and Victor saw it, and he would like to Zoom with you guys. I was like, of course. And I got Bowen to come, and we were just sitting there on a Zoom, which are usually pretty casual, but,
Yeah.
Victor's side of the Zoom was very
Produced.
hoity-toity. To a point. I mean, it was just like a sheet curtain background, but it was a lot of anticipation. Please hold for Victor. And then he came into frame, full helmet and sunglasses, and the whole nine. And I was immediate. I could have been in 1975. Just, running around, having a good time as a super fan. But like, when you see someone like that iconic, I think, like actually appear in real time in front of you, it was.
I also shout out to Victor, thinking, you know what? I'm gonna make this the best possible situation. Get me the helmet.
Yeah, I would love a signed helmet. So this is it, Victor. If you would, sign your helmet. Send it to Seth. He'll give it to me. Appreciate it.
Wait, so
Appreciate that.
he can have my address, but not
You'll
yours.
have Seth's address and not mine. No,
Hey,
but he could not have been nicer about it. So yeah, they were
it only makes sense for people to be nice to you. You were the nicest person I know in show business. Kenan Thompson, everybody. Kenan, Monday nights at 8 here on NBC. SNL is back this week with host Willem Dafoe.
Willem.
And musical guest Katy Perry.